What's the topic?
So, John, we're sitting in a circle, and we have Adam with us this time.
Hello.
These guys are getting awfully close over there. What do you think we're about to do?
I get a pretty strong feeling we're about to masturbate.
That's right. It's time for the Freedom Friends Master Debate, solving the world's problems one mediocre topic at a time. You guys know how this works. Justin, our producer extraordinaire, gives us a topic.
Use your words. Use your words.
Words are hard.
Use your words, comedian.
And
Do that as a profession?
I've had a few drinks.
You're prime for this evening.
Oh yeah. Gives us a topic and we debate it for about 35 seconds. Tell him that he's retarded, and then we go off on tangents usually, but not always.
Oh, wait. What do you got, Justin?
Justin, what you got for us this week?
All right, boys.
You're retarded.
Buzz.
So I think we've done this one before. I couldn't find it, and we have a guest. So
Is it the song What in the Butt? Are we debating what in the Butt? Is that the song?
We could.
No, we're all on the same page on that one.
I just would immediately go to axe play with
Why not? That's a question.
It's true. It's true. Guys, it wouldn't be the Freedom Friends if we didn't talk about our number one sponsor, Warfighter Tobacco. Obviously, you guys have seen us all smoke them. We're here to talk about a quality product that everybody can enjoy. The great equalizer, as we've called it, the Warfighter Tobacco Stick. And it's not just cigars. They've got humidors, travel humidors, cutters, lighters, everything you need to get started on that journey. So check out warfightertobacco.com and use that code FTFO. Score yourself that sweet, sweet 15%. If you want to know my personal favorite, I'm a 762 Field guy. I like that Sumatra, real nice and even keeled cigar. Great for us beginner smokers, right? And I'm told that these taste even better when you're listening to the Freedom Friends podcast. Now, back to the show. This episode is brought to you by Grill Your Ass Off. It's no secret. We're all middle-aged dudes who love barbecue. Grill Your Ass Off is our main go-to for our spices. That's what we use, man. Whether you're doing burgers on the grill, steaks, or my personal favorite, a little bit of pork belly burn ends, right? They've got you covered on all of that. They also have salsas. They also have seasonings and spices. They got beer salts. They've got everything, man. Check them out. GrillYourAssOff.com/FreedomFriendsPodcast or use the code FreedomFriendsPodcast at checkout.
I want to know, if you had to move to another country, which country would it be and why?
Ooh.
Oh, this is good.
Morocco.
Morocco.
I'm claiming Morocco.
I will also preface this. Money in that is no question. You have $1 billion.
Fucking Morocco.
Yeah.
Do I have to pay taxes?
No.
So there's no taxes. It could be any country in the world.
Look,
I have all the money in the world and there's no taxes.
If he's saying
Swiss.
money,
Go to Switzerland.
money, no consequence, right? You're not keeping it here. That's going offshore.
Mm-hmm.
And you can live wherever you want. I'm going to Morocco. So one, Morocco is dope as shit. It's a dope country. I'm going there in June. I'm going to Tangiers.
in Africa.
Sort of.
Yeah.
It's like
It's on the edge.
Yeah.
hold on, sort of.
Well,
You could see Europe from there.
Here's the deal. Where can't I get to from Morocco?
Oh, I mean, where can't you get to from anywhere with unlimited dollars as
hold on. So
Yeah, except for I have to listen
restate
to
the
a bunch of
question one more
Americans
time.
Bitch about their fucking politicians here.
If you had to move to any other country, what would it be and why?
If I had to move,
Yeah.
You have to
but
move.
why do I have to move?
Let's say,
You've made your money from illicit funds.
Yeah.
Illicit for Switzerland.
yeah,
Yeah, but that's
Switzerland.
why I'm going to Morocco.
Yeah, but that's why I'm going to Switzerland.
No, my money's in Switzerland. I'm
No,
living in Morocco.
I mean, first of all, let me just put this up. Like,
it's
first
too
of all,
fucking cold in
we
Switzerland.
can't go to Colombia because, I mean, it's Colombia. However, the women in Colombia are smoking hot. The women in Switzerland, smoking hot.
Yeah.
Have you been there? Have you been to
Well,
Switzerland?
yeah, I have.
have you been
Yeah.
in Panama
I have.
recently?
No.
So the women in Colombia are no longer in Colombia.
Yeah,
They're all in
They're
Panama.
in Panama.
they're in Panama.
Touche. Also Russia. I think there's a lot of Russian women in Panama too. I think.
there are,
There probably is.
but there's
It's
a
a-
lot more Colombian.
You know what? Have you
I
been to
might throw
Hungary?
Portugal into the.
Have you
fucking
been to
mix,
Hungary?
dude.
Have you been to Hungary?
I've been hungry.
Yes.
I've never been.
Have you been where in Hungary?
That's a good question.
Have you been to Lake Balaton?
No.
Then you haven't been to
He
Hungary.
was there for business, not
Budapest.
Oh, yeah.
Budapest is great, but Lake Balaton is way better. Yeah, I actually it would be a toss up: Switzerland or Lake Balaton, Hungary, or the Croatian. Or the Croatian.
Thailand's in that conversation too.
Maybe
just,
Montenegro.
just for fucking. Well, I guess if money's not an option, Thailand's not really. a business.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? If money's not the option,
Or Bali, Indonesia's.
my holdup is I have to move somewhere else.
Have to.
if I didn't have to move, I would live here in the United States
all day long,
and then I would travel everywhere.
Yeah, all day long.
For sure.
I would. Well, I would live in Montana.
So I'll bring this scenario. Let's say Yellowstone blows.
Yeah, okay.
The United States is no longer viable. We can't
And
live here.
somehow I just became a billionaire.
And we have to fucking move.
Magically.
Yeah.
You invested in Palantir before Palantir was a thing.
There it is.
I'll tell you a story about that after.
But so like that's the scenario.
Okay.
America's gone. Yellowstone blew. We can't live here anymore. We have to move.
Morocco.
In Switzerland.
I'm going
Hold Switzerland. I'll just go visit.
I'm going Switzerland too because it's central, and it's central for me specifically.
Yeah.
Because there's two places that I would want to go, and it would be the Asias and the Caribbean. And I can get to both from Switzerland in less than an 18-hour flight.
My question
I can do
is,
the same thing
what's
for
in
fucking
Morocco?
Tangiers.
Yeah, but what's in Morocco?
Everything I want.
Like, what are those things?
Goofy hats,
Spices.
See, I don't care about
Spices.
hats.
hookah. Like I could have a pet monkey.
See, but
Like,
now
it's-
I'm in the same boat with you, though, right? I have no extradition. I
Yeah.
can hide my money.
Yeah.
There's beautiful women and the
Bunkers
shops-
everywhere.
Ooh.
Oh, it's perfect. Mountains are gorgeous. Lakes are
Yeah.
perfect. Water
I mean,
is clean.
because
But if I
I'm-
want to go warm, I travel.
because what I
I'm
really
rich.
Chocolate's
want,
good.
what I really
Spectacular.
want is I really want like northern Italy or Spain,
But I don't want their politics.
but I don't want their politics.
Well, yeah.
That's why I wouldn't go to Greece.
That's
And
why I'd go to Switzerland.
But it's
I'm
so
with you.
close.
You know what's not in Morocco?
Maybe
you know
Luxembourg. Luxembourg could be cool.
You know what's not in Morocco?
Switzerland.
Switzerland. You know what else is not in Morocco? Harissa. You can get that in Tunisia. Breast harissa and all the Mediterranean's in Tunisia. Not in Morocco. I wouldn't go to Morocco because
That's
they
an
don't have good
STD.
harissa. STD? Did you say that?
Harissa's an STD.
No, harissa is not an STD. It's an amazing spicy pepper mix that you can get there from street vendors. It's spectacular.
Sounds like an STD.
The one that Jazz would get would be an STD.
Can I get a shawarma with a side of harissa? And he's like, that's an STD.
That's an STD.
Like, if you really want it, but
I mean, the
you
answer
got to
is
talk
yes.
to her though.
Take your hands off. Yeah,
Little
take your hands off right now.
unknown fact about Jazz, kind of a bug chaser. Into bitches with STDs.
Only if there's a pill that gets rid of it.
Well, yeah, nothing you can't
don't want
wipe
one
off.
named after
Morocco.
No.
Oh.
Dude, nothing's lubed up like picking the scabs. I'm just saying, like it's like
At a boy. At a boy.
You know what? I'm gonna have to sip a bourbon just to wash my mouth out.
Yeah, there's not a lot of things that make my sweat glands in my mouth go, but that did.
Let me tell you about the process of saliva right now.
You got the mouth sweat.
everybody-
The mouth sweats.
It happens right before you throw up. You get the mouth sweat.
Yeah.
Mouth sweats? Fuck yeah, dog.
she was all scabby, but she was so hat shaped.
Oh my God. Was she from Morocco?
Yeah,
She was so happy.
she was so hat shaped.
Oh, this is the worst debate topic ever. Pick another one.
Dude, welcome to our weekly shit
this
show.
is such a horrible.
Yeah, it's been
debate
5
topic.
years of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 years of us just going, cool, we answered it. Now we're going to talk shit for the next 20 minutes.
No, we can't blame it on Justin.
It's not just, it's totally our fault.
Why?
No, I
put
blame
it
it
on
on
the
the
spot.
internet.
We
It's
put
the
it on the-
internet.
we put it on the-
Justin
You put a
doesn't
topic
come-
out?
Sometimes he comes
We
up
don't
with
know
it.
the topic beforehand.
No, but normally he'll Google it, or a listener will chime in.
Is this a listener's chime in?
No,
No, this is a Google.
this was a
It came-
Google.
Is this a
John,
Google?
John knows, yeah.
But it
Yeah.
can be.
Can you go to Grok or like ChatGPT and ask what are
Don't
the
do
top
that.
5 best
I've
topics
tried.
to
No,
debate?
they're horrible
They're
because
all
it
awful.
references back to like high school and college
Yeah.
debate club.
It's just what
No, it's
people-
just not fun.
It's just
Like,
people yelling
No,
on the
it's
internet.
not good content to
I
talk
have-
about on a
I
podcast.
won a high school debate on what?
What I was gonna say, bro, what was that old school when he like blacks out and he's like, what happened?
I won a debate talk about why affirmative action was bad for the government
While
while I was in high school.
I don't
like I
doubt
won that.
I have a current event
What sucked is
topic.
the chick I beat was when I was trying to bang. So
No, that's a fail.
God.
What's your current event topics? I'm
She
just
didn't like
curious.
getting beat.
So,
She didn't like it. So she didn't like getting choked, is what you're saying.
Is that whole
Which is
affirmative
just
action?
weird.
Equality is equality, damn it.
Not equity.
I'm just saying 12 knuckles is only 50%.
That math doesn't math.
That's like 3/5.
Well, I was going to say it does math twice.
3 fists or 3/5?
Yes.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you got, Justin?
All right, what's your-
Holy
what's your-
shit. Remind me after the show to tell you about my new hobby.
Oh, God. I don't even want to know if we're talking about knuckles.
It's really good.
Oh,
It's a lot of fun.
no.
So last week, there was a dating app called T that was the most downloaded app. It was designed for women to post reviews of men they had previous experiences with.
Oh, they did this shit on Facebook. Have you heard about that? There's like a do you know this guy on Facebook? And it's based
one of
on
the groups.
chicks.
Are we dating the
Are we
same
dating the same guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard about this. It's crazy.
So wait, hold on. This one leaves reviews for dudes.
It leaves so they can,
It's like Yelp for men.
they can leave red flags and green flags.
Based on whose perception? Female perception?
female
Well, we know that's going to be super accurate.
So they
Half the red flags are going to be green. Half the green flags are going to be red.
Exactly. Yeah. He has his own job. He makes his own money. He opens doors for me. Kill the patriarchy.
Once I figured the patriarchy wasn't about horses, I just completely gave up on it.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm out. What else?
So,
af-
we did have a master debate question come in from a fan.
Hold on, Justin didn't even finish yet.
I'm still in the middle of this.
He didn't even finish it.
Oh
Let
my
Justin
God.
finish
Fuck
first.
you.
This
Justin.
show so far has been totally controlled.
y'all are gonna enjoy how
We're
this
breaking
goes.
the mold right now, baby.
Yep.
So after that app blew up and became huge, there was an app that came out for men that was the same idea for rating women. The app was called Box Score.
Oh, that's what a phenomenal name, bro.
That's a great name.
What a
Last
good
week,
name.
T was hacked and exposed more than 72,000 sensitive images and IDs that they used for account validation to make sure they were female.
Yeah.
And on Google Maps, a user created a map that
What is that
reports-
validation? Is it just a snapshot?
It's a picture of a person with long hair and no facial hair.
Yeah, it's snapshot.
It's like a fingerprint with
A
deeper
snapshot.
grooves.
Wasn't me.
It's like a fingerprint, but with deeper grooves.
However, here's a question though:
Everyone's different.
is that an app for people who identify as women or for real women?
That's a
going to piss some
great
people
question.
off. That's going to make some
They
people.
were-
There's only one way to verify.
Not the ones listening to this show.
Not
No,
the ones that
You'd be right.
That's
They
fair.
required a selfie and a picture of their driver's license. All that information was hacked, and then a user went on Google Maps and created a map that reports all the location of T users that were affected by the hack.
So we know there's 75,000 T users that have been hacked that we now know on Google Maps where their location is.
Yep.
Don't date.
Wow, dude.
Yep.
That's
It's
interesting.
Yeah. So
That's like fully doxed.
100%.
And then we had box rate. What is it called?
Box Score,
Box score.
which that gave me a good chuckle.
Box Score is a wonderful
That's
name.
what a great name. We should have thought of that
It's
what-
been right there this whole
the
time.
entire time. Which it's been right there,
right in front of your
right,
face.
right there.
I would have made it a do not date app, and I would have called it Hatchet Wound.
You know, this has been around forever. It used to be called Hot or Not.
Hot or Not was a thing.
No. This would have been just
I do-
don't date.
By the
this-
way,
this crazy
before my
bitch.
married days, I did very well on Hot or Not.
As a
I
judge,
believe it.
Hot or Not used to be like that was the first.
You did
hookup
very
site.
well on OnlyFans.
There is a
I did
swinger.
very well on
There
OnlyFans.
is a swinger app called Smasher Pass that
Really?
I fucking got. I was highly rated on in Virginia.
Really? Attaboy.
You know what? I just learned a lot about you.
I'm his
The question
brother.
is-
So did I.
Jazz had a weird capricious youth.
My real question is: who are the Raiders, male or female?
Doesn't matter.
And how many smashes of male versus female?
Porque no los dos.
Exactamente, que puta.
So we did get this one thing from a
viewer.
From a viewer,
What was that? What's that?
and
I'm fucking your old shit up.
it's
right
one of these.
Oh, you're good.
It's one of these questions that like John asks me when
I
he's
swear
drunk.
to God, if it was Quinn, I'm gonna fucking.
It's not
lie.
Quinn. It's not Quinn. This is from someone called Yuri Kit.
now. Perfect. What is it?
I don't know. Next master debate question.
Hurry up.
If your mom and your girlfriend switch bodies, and the only way to get them to go back was you had to fuck one of
This is an
them,
I've
old-ass
already answered
question.
this. We already did this on a debate.
We've already done.
and then he
I'm
wrote,
obviously fucking my mom.
"Well, this I said I'm fucking my girlfriend's body, doggy only, and there might be a gag involved just in case."
No,
You're a
my
coward.
answer was the best answer that you could possibly do.
Which
I'm
is?
not banging either of them, and my mom's gonna love me, my girlfriend's gonna hate me, but I don't have to fuck either one of them.
Yeah, and go one step further.
That's
There's-
it.
There's 50% of the world's population is female.
But-
But you all switch bodies. I'll go find another one.
But you got to think though, if they
Yeah.
switch bodies and you don't bang either one of them, your girlfriend's gonna be pissed.
Yeah,
But if you bang your mom to switch them back, your girlfriend's not gonna be your girlfriend anymore.
that's exactly right.
But if your mom's in a younger body and she has a whole new life ahead of her,
She has a great opportunity to live a life she never experienced
But
before.
your mom is gonna have a great relationship with you moving forward.
100%. And go one step further. If she's your girlfriend, you're not.
Might be
committed.
weird though, because like
Probably
used to
not,
fuck
dude.
that
I'm
body.
lame in bed.
What's
No,
that?
you just don't fuck that body anymore.
Well, not anymore, but you still now you're gonna know exactly what your mom fucking looks like.
You
That
know,
sounds
and I
like a
know
you
that,
problem.
that crazy is not a thing.
That sounds
when
like a you
crazy
problem.
gets involved in that personality shifts, it's not the same.
Well, you don't stick your dick in crazy.
Exactly.
That's the
But those who do learn that's not the case.
Mikey.
But so
This
I
is
answered
gonna
him,
sound
Yeah, but
fucking
I'm a
horrible.
slow learner.
and this is what
But
he
give
said.
it
Though.
5 years and it's not the same body.
He said that is the most. He's like that is the motherfucking answer I was looking for. Is what he just said.
What is some other common topic debate thingies, some jiggers? That you got
They're all
over there.
fucking lame.
Yeah.
It's
Do
all
something
stuff
better.
Like what ifs.
There is one thing I think we could probably handle right now.
Oh yeah.
There is one.
Is this saving the world?
So we could ask him our favorite debate topic.
Are you going cake?
No, the other
I
one.
thought you were gonna ask him cake.
No, we can follow up with that one. That's
Well,
a great one.
well,
Let's start with the good
chocolate.
I
one.
wanna-
Would you rather be a pirate or a ninja?
Pirate.
Oh,
Why?
Why
We're
would I
going
rather
back
be
to
a
school.
dude,
pirate.
fucking, we're going to MIT.
We're going to MIT.
Why would I rather be a pirate? Because ninjas promise themselves to a master
Yep.
in order to assassinate without profit.
They also don't exist.
But as a pirate, I don't really give a shit about that. But we'll just go theoretical. We'll go.
It says the
we'll go
quiet professional.
Theoretical ninja. But as a pirate, I get to not only do I get to be a part of a crew or lead a crew that profits in general.
Okay.
I'm not sworn to a master, and I can leave that fucking crew anytime I want. And if I'm the captain of that crew,
Justin.
then it comes down to one thing.
Okay.
We get
Since you were
we get to
real.
sail the seven seas,
Drink rum.
drink rum, take money,
you drink
and
grog.
be free.
I don't care what it
No,
was.
grog is on the water. Rum is on the shore,
Okay.
especially in the Caribbean.
So why are you guys going to MIT?
Secondary. Oh, pull that up and let him see. We'll get to that.
He's picking it up. He's getting
But
it
I
now.
have
We're
a
going to follow.
secondary question.
Okay,
So you're a triple tabber. Got the long tab.
I'm not a triple tabber. No, I didn't go to Ranger school because Ranger schools are for anybody after 2006 didn't need to go to
Didn't
Ranger
really
school
do to go to
because
Ranger school.
you know,
So, but you're a
War.
long tabber.
Okay,
It's just called Marines with money.
yeah.
If there was another school you could go to
Mm-hmm.
to receive 99 Zulu
I don't know what that means.
combat ninja,
Mm-hmm.
would you have done it?
No,
Why?
why?
Combat ninja.
Yeah, why would I do that?
Because they're the quietest of professionals.
I mean, I would,
What a horrible joke,
dude. I would
What a horrible fucking joke.
Tell me you
That's
wouldn't
the
want a
worst.
rocker tab that said ninja though.
No, fuck no.
That'd be
No, if you had a
dope.
rocker tab that said ninja, I would look at you and you'd be like, when are you going to put spikes on your hands and climb a mud wall in order to assassinate a fucking medieval samurai warlord
Hey, if
in the
that-
middle of Afghanistan in 2016?
You have
Hey.
no idea what the schoolhouse needs.
If that's if that scenario does happen to come upon
Do
though,
you know who combat ninjas are? Not saying, just saying. SEAL Team 6.
Hmm.
They raided Obama bin Laden's. That's the official name, not Obama. Just go with it.
Obama bin Laden.
Obama bin Laden's.
I like
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Obama bin Laden's got raided by secret ninjas in the middle of the night that wrecked their helicopter. I don't have any desire to be one of those guys. Hey, with that being
We
said,
know one of those guys, and
I really like his pajamas. though.
I thought most of the combat ninjas got valor rewards and sold subscription boxes.
No,
no
those,
hair care products.
hair care products.
Yeah.
And tanning lotion.
but those weren't actual SEAL Team 6 guys.
No,
those
they're
were all the
combat
other
ninjas.
numbers.
Oh, yeah. That's the other numbers. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the SEAL Team 6, those guys actually get to do the cool shit.
They do.
and they're kind of
They do.
quiet.
Well, I actually talk mad shit, but one of a very
Unless
very
you're
good
Rob
friend of mine-
O'Neill.
That's what I mean. They're
Fair.
kind
Yeah,
of quiet.
I talk mad shit about SEALs because we have to. Like that's a
Yeah.
rule, right? But a very good friend of mine is a dude from Red Squadron, and that dude is a phenomenal human being.
That's a
He-
pipe
he-
hitter too, though.
He lives in Texas. He's a phenomenal human being, and he is like a consummate professional.
Yeah.
And I got to like literally, truly. Also here in Texas during the floods, we worked with 2 teams of active duty SEALs on permissive leave,
Yeah.
and a couple guys that were retired. And you want to talk about a credit to the special operations community? Those dudes showed up. They handled business. They were quiet professionals.
So you were up in Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know exactly where those
Yeah,
guys were.
phenomenal,
Yeah.
phenomenal team. And the greatest part is when I got on the ground, they looked at me. That's when I got on the
Should've
ground,
smoked
they, said,
it.
they go, "Hey,
It's by design.
they go, we don't know what we don't know. Can you tell us what we don't know? Because we looked you up. We heard your name.
Yeah.
We looked you up. We know who you are. What can you tell us we don't know?" And I was like, "Fuck, boys, let's sit down and have
I
a
think
conversation."
that
It was
line,
phenomenal.
though, that line is the definition
Of professionalism.
of professionalism.
Oh,
the ones
100%.
that'll show up and go, I don't know what I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
So
What do I need to know?
So
Yeah.
now read me in. And
Yeah.
let's figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. And you're
And-
vetted. Like we know who you are because you've
Right.
done X, Y, and Z. Like you become this vetted guy, right? Like it's
Well, it
just consummate professional.
and honestly to
But
get
I still got to talk about SEALs because they can balance balls on their nose.
Yeah.
in all honesty,
Great
the
asses. though.
special operations guys, regardless of the division, but the special operations
Best
guys,
asses in special operations.
if what you're going to deal with and what you need to know is they will do the whole I don't know what I don't know, but they are the most agile motherfuckers on the planet. This is the I don't know what I don't know. Read me in. Cool. And they will adapt and do what needs to be done, but
Yeah.
they will just figure out a solution.
Yeah,
It's not
Yeah.
and that
It's an A to B fucking
And-
scenario.
Yeah, real time.
but I
Yeah.
think
Real time.
that's what people don't understand about Omni Branch, all of the special operations guys.
Yeah, the soft
regardless,
umbrella, if you will.
the entire soft community, regardless of the branch, the most important part that you need to understand is the level of agility. They will change and they will bring a level of expertise and change because they understand what it is for nonlinear idea.
Well, it's why it works when we talk about disaster relief, and you guys are talking about this piece, right? It's why in a real-time rescue, recovery, and relief effort, the ground reality shifts so frequently and so hard
Yep.
that if you don't have a agile organization or group of people that can think in gray space and understand immediate needs and also what are second and third order effects needs or requirements that are going to happen in the future. One of the things that helped us win so much in North Carolina was while we were doing rescue operations and immediate relief operations with delivering insulin to in multiple counties and oxygen to
Right.
multiple counties, I was having a conversation with, well, I can't say, not right now, offline.
Yeah.
I was having a conversation with some individuals, and I was asking them very specifically, what's the water situation? What's the timeline on the water situation? When's it going to be put back in place?
Right.
So when we got the information back on that, we immediately started a water resupply plan and said, okay, cool. You know what we can do? We can tap wells at every school in Buncombe County, and we can backfeed those wells into the Buncombe County schools and put every kid in Buncombe County back to school, which gives them a space to not be holed up and get back into education. We can take assisted living facilities and we can do 9,000 gallons of water in 3,000 gallon tanks pumped together, backfed into that school, into that assisted living facility, and give them potable running water so they can shower, rinse, bathe, brush their teeth, the whole 9 yards. We already had a plan in place before Buncombe County ever considered it. And now this is not a knock on Buncombe County with their EOC. Their EOC did a hell of a job, but
Well, it's just that they have to go through all the red
they
tape
have to
and
go through the red tape.
procedures.
Exactly.
And we don't have
We don't
procedures.
have to. We don't have to. So
We
you
can
know-
just go to the task
So
at
we
hand
did.
and attack.
We were like, hey, you have an agency or an organization or a bunch of money. Hey, bunch of money. Can you help us with your bunch of money? Put these effective operational applications into place right now so we can fix this problem.
Right.
And if you can, we're going to fucking do it. So we did because they could. And then we ended up doing it. And on the back end, Buncombe County was like, we hadn't thought of that yet.
And what did you call it? Rescue, relief, and
So you have rescue, recovery, and relief. So
see, that's why he wanted to be a pirate.
yar,
It's just R.
yar. All the R's. Yar.
Pull it up, Justin.
What are you pulling up? There's things.
This is why Jazz and I are going back to MIT.
Wait.
Just trust me.
Wait,
About pirates and
no. I'm
Whoa.
trusting you. And you said this is why Jazz and I are going back.
Oh, we're going to MIT.
We're going back to
I was like,
school.
what
MIT
the fuck
will
were
award
either
a
of you?
certificate of piracy if you take archery, pistols, sailing, and fencing.
I already have that.
You get.
Fuck.
I don't know how to sail. That's the only thing.
That's it. He and I were having this
teach you.
conversation, and
I'll
I was
teach
like,
you.
I don't know
have that.
shit about sailing, and I was like, jib. That's all I got. That's it.
got
That's
you.
the entirety
I
of my
got you.
sailing.
I'll
Wait,
teach
the
you.
certificate is printed on faux parchment and it affirms the recipient's status as a salty dog.
There's only
With all its
354
privileges
MIT
and
students
obligations.
and
However,
alumni.
it
to
is for
include Matt
entertainment.
Damon.
So here's a question. Here's a
MIT will certify me as a goddamn
Dude,
pirate.
I'm
Wait.
fucking going to MIT.
Hold on. So MIT has a more selected,
Right.
unique group
Going.
I'm in.
than any other group that the U.S. has.
Yeah.
You have a group of pirates that's limited to 354.
354 individuals.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is a remarkably.
Now, granted, that was as of 2013. They probably fucking bumped those
How
numbers
many
up
people
since
were-
then.
how many
but-
people-
Can you
with
pull
your
up?
pipeline?
Can you pull up MIT? Oh, dude, I had 422 selectees.
So there's more
422.
MIT pirates
Than
than
our
there
selection
are
class. In my
selection
selection
class
class.
guys.
Yeah, yeah. There's less. There's less MIT pirates than my selection class.
I said
Now,
that
would
to
you wear
Jazz
that
earlier. I was
tag?
like, we're going back to school.
You just
A pirate? Oh, fuck yeah, bro. Dude, if I had a pirate tab all day, you're like, oh, tactical.
Like, where'd you get that from? You're like, fucking MIT,
pirate
bitch.
tab all day long. Pirate.
Or
Now,
an authorized eye patch.
Technically speaking,
100%.
if you
Especially
have
give me special
a
abilities.
certificate or degree
Now,
from a college,
I know you guys like to wear
you
your
are
berets like
authorized
this.
to commission.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true.
If you are authorized
So you
to
can be a
commission,
commissioned pilot.
you can
or
be
pirate.
a commissioned pirate,
Yeah.
which means that you could actually, at 03, be
Be
a
a
captain,
captain.
and you could be a pirate.
Well, that's in the Army
captain.
and the Air Force and everything else. But in the Navy, you'd have to be an 06.
Correct.
Yeah. In 03, you're just a commander.
Right. Which is not.
But
you
that's just a
just a
floating
bitch.
tag.
But
I'd have to-
03, you're a lieutenant.
But that is from a college.
That's
a
who's
lieutenant
commander.
commander. Lieutenant
Yeah,
commander.
yeah, yeah. Lieutenant commander.
But that is
Nope,
from a
it's
college.
just
That is
Here's the
from a
question.
college.
Can you petition MIT with your certifications and credentials in order to get the pirate certification? Oh, here we go. Oh, this is on their website.
Yep.
Yeah. The MIT Pirate Certification became available in the fall of 2011. Students who have completed archery, fencing, pistol, air pistol, or rifle, and sailing should send an email to ahoymitpe@mit.edu
I love it.
with name and MIT ID number
Once grades.
once grades are posted for all 4 courses.
Who do we know that can hack?
Well, more importantly, who do we know that's been to MIT that can get us a connection with this? Because because here's the deal. I don't know if you look at the pirate pictures. Can you scroll up, Justin? Just
Oh,
scroll
yeah.
up.
They're not
Yeah,
pirates.
they're not fucking pirates.
I could beat the shit out of
But
everybody.
now, here's the thing, though, right? So they got to do sailing. That boat that he's sailing in, I can teach everybody in the world how
Oh
to
my
sail
God!
that boat.
Yeah, that's a simple.
That is the
sailing.
easiest.
I
Fuck,
I was a
you
Boy
have
Scout at 12 years old that learned how to
you
sail
have
on that boat.
one line and a fucking rudder. Let's go.
Yeah. Congratulations, you said. You know what? How about this? Hop on a 42-foot sailboat.
Yeah, with 3 masts. Let's go.
into a nor'easter,
Jazz,
and
looking
then
at
sail
these
into
guys,
a shipping lane
Right?
through the middle of the night. This happened to me.
Maybe we do.
Oh, really?
Guys earned
100%.
piracy.
Maybe we do it on our own.
That's awesome. Well,
No,
let's go.
After they changed
You know
that
what?
school
I
where you
think-
can no longer be a school for profit, you just have to have some sort of legitimate certification
I
process.
think Intrepid. What is it?
Intrepid Care.
I think Intrepid Care
Should have a pirate
a
certification.
pirate certification course.
That'd be awesome.
You know what? We can partner. Intrepid Care and SFRO. We can have a pirate certification course, which drives a larger response. And you know what? In fact, on the uniforms of our first responders, when they get certified, I will have a pirate tab.
Ooh.
So would this be intrepid savagery?
Ooh,
I like that.
Savage Care?
It would be Intrepid Savage. Oh yeah, that's actually really good. Intrepid Savagery is pretty solid.
Intrepid savagery is pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
That's pretty solid.
So if I could be certified by intrepid savagery,
or
as
you
a
are
pirate,
you are an intrepid savage.
I mean, Savage Care
With a-
is pretty good.
Savage Care.
You're an intrepid savage with a pirate certificate.
Ooh,
Mm.
boom. It's the base.
I want cert 001.
I just need to know. I need one of our listeners has to be able to hack into MIT and get me a student ID, and then I can say that I passed all this shit, and they can issue me a pirate.
But I don't want that anymore.
I don't want to go to MIT to
look at
learn how to be a
pictures.
pirate because
I
all
want-
this-
If
I'll go to
different
MIT.
recognized fucking nonprofits certify me as an intrepid savage pirate,
yeah.
I think it counts.
I was gonna say because if I go to
You just gotta
MIT,
learn how to sail, dude.
you gotta let.
You know
hold
what?
on.
You know what
Okay.
you do? There is a 3-masted wooden pirate style sail ship.
Yeah, Mexico had it. They ran it into a bridge.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, there's that one.
That's
No, we're not going to do that one. But there's also
Clearly didn't go through the course.
there's
No.
also the 3-masted Intrepid,
That's true.
It is
which is an actual ship.
true.
And-
USS Intrepid.
And if we're pirates, then we can
And
steal that
we
bitch.
can steal
and
that
it's
bitch
okay.
and get 100%.
It's in Baltimore.
100%.
Yeah.
But there's
It's in the
also,
Baltimore Harbor.
But there's
Been
also
on
a
it.
sales course. You know the best sales course ever if you want to do an Intrepid Savage?
Hmm.
It's based out of I can't remember, is it Norway?
Somewhere in the Caribbean.
It's
no,
Norway or
it's got to
Sweden.
be in the Caribbean. If
Well,
you're-
hold on. No, it's a Viking ship. They do a Viking longship sales program.
Yes, I
where
do
you
know
can
what you're
go
talking
to
about.
sea on a Viking longship, and you go to sea for 30 days, and you sail a Viking longship for 30 days.
That's gangster.
Yeah.
Look,
That's
that
good.
I do want to do.
That's gangster.
I
I would
don't think that
fucking
counts
be in
the
for that,
piracy.
dude.
It's got to be in the Caribbean.
Here's the question: Who
wins in a fight,
originated
pirates or Vikings?
Vikings all day.
Who wins in a fight?
All day.
So
Vikings.
he brought up
for sure.
He brought up Budapest earlier.
Yeah.
So
What about
Budapest
Budapest?
actually used to be 2 cities.
It
It was
was.
split by the sea. It was Buda
Yep.
and Pest,
Yes.
and it was 2 different cities.
Correct. How does that tie into Viking?
And actually, So when those two went to
I
war,
want to know.
the ones that settled it out, they actually brought in Viking mercenaries.
Yeah,
Oh,
what were they
down the
called?
rivers.
Settle the war.
Through the rivers.
What were they
That's
called?
the
What
river
were they
thing.
called?
That was the berserkers.
No,
they
it's-
brought
it's-
Viking berserkers
no,
down
the
there.
contractor names. They actually had a contractor names. They were called what?
I don't know the contractor name.
Merovingian.
The Merovingian. That's a king.
Merovingian, as in the angel?
Well,
Yeah, that's a Merovingian
no.
king.
You look it up. Hold on,
bloodline.
Justin. What is it?
What's up?
It's no. They were called. There was either
That's
Merovingian
an-
guard.
That's an angel.
No. There was it was either Merovingian Guard, which was contracted Vikings that worked as mercenaries specifically for either Rome, but then there was another name for them that was very close to that.
They were out of
Sure.
France.
Hold on.
The
hold Hold up.
the Merovingian Guard was pulled out of
on.
France,
Normandy,
which is France.
which is Viking territory. Be that
Yeah.
Absolutely.
who ceded it to them?
It's 130,000 acres that
Yeah, but
belong
who
to the north.
But who ceded it to them?
To Rome, yes.
No, yeah. Well,
I understand, but that
okay.
was still France.
I mean,
That's not Budapest.
it's still- yeah, but the Vikings came from there.
They didn't.
Okay,
Well,
so what was it? What was it? They
Their
called-
offspring did.
Hold on, they called them a specific name though.
No.
I might be 100% way off. Here. What is it?
There was a jarl that was granted 130,000 acres within Normandy.
Norse pagan.
I'm
My whole heritage is from there.
he is.
Yeah.
Trust me,
We could
I've
tell.
picked up on.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I don't have all of it, but
yeah, but
it's from there.
again,
We're speaking the
having
same
drinks
language.
after this.
We're speaking the same language.
Yes, there was 130,000 acres, which is now known as Normandy, that was originally actually relinquished to a Norse jarl that
Yeah,
took that
sure.
over, who was like,
I've
so
been
you
there.
want to sprinkle some water on me
Yeah,
and you'll
he-
give me all this land?
You know what happened was most people don't know this, but it was because he attacked Paris and successfully.
failed.
No, not the first time, but the second time he didn't. But it was during not Charlemagne, but Charlemagne's descendant.
It was Charlemagne's cousin.
I thought it was his grandson.
It was cousin.
It was his grandson.
No, because it was so Charlemagne still owned Italy,
Yeah,
and his cousin was given province of France.
but I thought it was Charlemagne's grandson who ceded Normandy to that region.
no, it
to
was
the
his
Vikings.
cousin that owned the island of Paris.
Merovingian Guard in relation to Vikings is a
It's a
misnomer.
misnomer.
Vikings did not serve in the Merovingian dynasty.
Predate.
Guard.
Okay, let me just say that's all.
predates the
I was
era.
wrong. So now,
Instead, Vikings, particularly Norsemen.
the Varangian Guard for the Byzantine Empire. That's what I was.
That's what he was talking
not
about.
Merovingian, the Varangian Guard for the Byzantine
Because the
Empire.
Merovingians were actually named after the angel.
Yeah,
I was
so
going to say
the-
Merovingian was a king line
Yeah.
in
yeah.
like biblical time. Like biblical kings were
No.
Merovingian kings.
No, 5th, 8th
They
century.
say that
It was
Jesus-
well after.
They
This
say
is
that
what he's
Jesus
referring
Christ
to.
was actually
But
a fucking
I'm talking.
Merovingian
So I
king.
misspoke. It's on me. I'm wrong. It was the Varangian
the
Guard.
Varangian.
The Varangian Guard.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty certain were the ones that came into Hungary during that. Well, prior
Correct.
to Hungary being Hungary.
So now when it was so then it got lost to the Muslims, and then
Yep.
the Muslims lost it again to Christianity, and
Yep.
they went and refitted a bunch of the mosques back to chapels.
Yep.
When they started pulling away a bunch of the tile work,
What do you
they
got,
found shit that actually said like
Yeah.
Jans was
Jans
here,
was here. Yeah.
and they found a bunch of fucking Norse graffiti
Yeah.
in the
So
Bjorn Ragnarsson was here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bjorn loves the cock.
Varangian Guard and
Actually, they found dick graffiti.
I
which just
guarantee
goes to show
100%.
that grunts haven't changed.
We've never changed.
Ever. No. And in millennia, we've never changed.
Yeah.
Thousands of years, it's been dick graffiti. What do you got, John?
Do you want to hear a fun fact about World War II?
Always.
So I'm listening to my grandfather tell a story one time, and then my granddad was a Raider Marine in Guadalcanal, Iwo Jima Canal.
Okay.
right. So he's a
Yeah,
Raider. First
yeah.
special forces group that America ever had was Marine Raiders, right? So he was telling me a story about Guadalcanal, where there was a bunch of Marines. It was after the fight. They were taking a bath in a fucking creek. They were in like a little pond.
Yeah.
And they're all like washing up.
Yeah.
And they see a Jeep drive by, and
A Jeep?
and they see a female in the Jeep.
Even better.
And they're like, ooh, so what do? They do what Marines do best. They start waving their cocks at them and being
100%.
assholes
Yeah,
and stuff. What they didn't know is that it was Eleanor Roosevelt,
Even better.
right?
Yeah. He was
Eleanor.
impressed.
Eleanor has a very famous quote about the Marine Corps.
What? Oh, yeah.
And the
Oh,
quote is,
yeah.
the Marines I've seen around the world have the cleanest bodies, the lowest morals, and the highest morale of any group of animals that this world has ever seen. God bless the United States Marine Corps.
God bless. That's awesome.
And it's because those
Love that.
guys, because grunts were just waving dicks at a chick
While they were
And
clean.
it just happened to be the first lady.
They were super happy to be in the shit,
Uh-huh.
waving their clean dicks at the first lady.
Cleanest bodies, highest morals, lowest morals.
100%.
Like,
Nailed all three.
fucking nailed it.
Nailed all three.
And so he's telling me the story, and I'm like, and I know the quote without knowing the story,
But he was there.
but he was there.
Was he one of the Marines in in the water.
He wasn't, but he saw it happen. It's,
Even better.
well, he was actually one of the corporals that had to chew their ass. So he's telling me the story, and I'm like, you know, that's a famous quote, right? He's like, no. He's in his 90s at this point. He was like, no, I had no idea.
I didn't even know it's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
I pull up the quote for him, and he's like, well, she's not a liar.
You're not wrong. John, what'd you find?
So the Magyars fought before
The Varangians.
yeah by
So
centuries.
this was during the
Yeah,
Ottoman
centuries.
Empire.
yeah
That
so
the Norse sent their,
so the Varangian Guard didn't operate until the 10th century,
which is
900s.
900s.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Previous to that,
the
they
ones
didn't
I'm talking
exist.
about,
Yeah,
with
but the
Budapest were
Varangian Guard in the
support to
900s.
the Ottoman
we're
Empire.
really close to the high. I mean, we're really close to the very height and back end of the Viking.
Right,
for-
but the
for
late
my man.
1800s is
You only
when
get
the
200.
Vikings
You only
were
get
around there.
280 years. We actually
For-
have Viking raid.
Right.
Viking raid.
Raids.
Yeah.
And
But
outside of the raids, they are not Vikings.
In
That is
today's-
the only time that title was given.
Yeah,
today's-
the Norsemen. We'll go with Norsemen.
In today's place and age of Hungary, the Vikings were only operating in there up until the late 1800s.
Correct.
And then they were gone.
Istanbul
And then
was
The
the late when?
800s.
800s.
excuse me,
800s.
yes, the late
Take
800s.
the teen off it.
Like 890, 895 was like the last of it.
Right.
And then in the 10th century, starting in the 900s,
Yeah.
is when everything that you guys were talking about was going on.
Yeah. However, that's the difference is that they may have been quote unquote operating because they were running.
They were-
they were raiding.
They were raiding, but
They
they
were
weren't
raiding.
in there to take anything and
No.
keep it.
No. But however, with that being said, prior to that, when was Viking Norman conquest? What was the
That's
year?
700s.
I know that when I went to Rowan, which is one of the largest
1066.
1066 was the Viking Norman conquest. When was Paris conquered? When was Paris stormed by the Vikings?
Which time?
The last time when they actually succeeded.
Because I don't think people realize that Paris originally was a fucking island.
Oh yeah,
It hadn't spanned.
845.
845. Yeah, so multiple. So that was the negotiations.
Excuse me, 885.
And then when?
It's 845, 885.
885 is when they made it. 845.
No.
they got
Yeah.
held.
No, 885 was the successful siege.
Yeah,
and
that's
it
what-
got
Yes,
them
yes,
to
yes.
quit.
880.
We didn't.
845 was the
The
first
Norse
one.
didn't actually take the city, but the siege, and Rollo was the one that was given the 130,000 acres, which is now Normandy.
Right.
But the siege,
Well, that's
they
because
never,
Rollo became a member of the French court.
because he was willing to be baptized.
Right.
Because
he's
essentially
a
the argument
landowner.
was, hey,
After that,
Are
he became
you-
a landowner after.
are you willing us to sprinkle some water on you and we'll give you
Yeah.
all this land? And he was like,
Sure.
yeah, fucking sure.
The Vikings eventually withdrew after the Frankish king Charles the Fat
Yeah.
pays them a large sum of silver. That was the 885 to 86 siege. However, with that being said,
But they never actually took the city. But
No.
it was a siege that locked it out.
yeah,
Like one of the things that in my opinion, it's a very controversial subject when people talk about the Vikings, because there's so much that's talked
The
about them,
real
and
term
they're
you
held
want is Norsemen
in high
Or-
praise.
or the
Yeah.
Danes.
They were the original capitalists.
100%.
So
Oh, they
Like,
There's
established,
no other way to go around it.
they
Like,
established trade.
they literally, this is mine, and I'm keeping this forever and ever and ever and ever and
Yeah.
ever. And they're like, I'll give you X for that. They're like, sure.
the PSYOP
Really?
the PSYOP community absolutely loves them because we studied them and Alexander. And the reason that we studied the two was that this was the idea of like, I will scare you into giving me what I want.
Yeah.
We don't actually have the manpower to shut this down.
Yeah.
But
Alexander's fascinating, man.
and so
look this up, Justin. Do me a favor. Look up "Ghosts in the Machine."
Like when he went
also known as Deus Machina.
when he went and fucking raided Achilles
So yes,
stuff so he could carry a shield because
Well,
he claimed heraldry from Achilles.
it's also
and
the
that's what made him.
You wanna hear some
fucking,
crazy
like-
it's
shit
also
about
the
Achilles?
Gordian knot phenomenon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's
stuff like that.
He's,
So-
he was a fucking
How
fascinating.
about we don't go to a bar? We just sit here and drink.
He was a fascinating
because I
kid.
fucking love this.
I actually want to wrap this up and go to a bar.
No, I want to sit here and keep going.
You want to hear some crazy shit? So there's some theory.
I gotta leave in 10 minutes.
There's some crazy theory about the Trojan War, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard this crazy theory about the Trojan War, that the Trojan War didn't happen in the Mediterranean?
Where did it happen?
Yes, I've heard this theory.
So there's
and
a
it's
crazy
phenomenal.
theory that the Trojan War didn't happen in the Mediterranean. The Trojan War actually happened. It was actually
Technically, it was the Aegean.
a
But all right.
battle. No, the Aegean is the home of. So
The Aegean
is the home
Sea
of
is the one
Greeks.
they had to go
No,
across.
no,
They
they
had to cross
had-
the Aegean
No,
to get
Troy,
to
no,
Troy.
no. Troy is not across the Aegean. Troy is on the shore of the Mediterranean, not the Aegean, very far away from the Aegean,
That's
based
just
on historical
Because
reference.
Troy's technically in modern day Turkey.
Yeah, because on the Mediterranean, not
Right.
the Aegean. So with that being said, there's actually a theory that the Trojan War was not a war between the Greeks, but the Trojan War was actually a Celtic war.
Okay.
And it happened in the Celtic Isles. And what's even crazier is that if you think about
Leave it to a drunk Irishman to be like, let's
right?
get in a
Yeah, yeah.
horse.
So the journey of Odysseus's journey, when we read about the stories, Odysseus's journey was not through the Mediterranean to get back to the Greek Isles. It actually was a journey through the Atlantic, which also concluded in deaths, specifically in the Caribbean Isles.
Oh.
So there's a theory out there that the Trojan War wasn't based on a Greek action, but based on a Celtic action.
And then this theory is actually reinforced with North American artifact finds that date to the same time period, where you were finding runic leftovers
Yeah.
within the North American, which is then supported by the fact that Norse culture was trading across the Atlantic. When they found North America, they rode the coast all the way down into the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And so all of these stories, by the time you have imperial expansion,
yeah.
as far as telling the story
They
was
bleed.
concerned, that was all happening in part of the world that didn't exist. So you end up with a fable because nobody was there.
There's-
Homer's writing.
There's a
Homer's
lot
right.
of Norse
But
history.
we didn't understand the world, so
Yeah.
it just became myth.
There's
but-
a lot of Norse
When did-
history in the
when did
Caribbean if
Homer
you
write the
dig
Iliad?
into it.
Yeah.
It's not on the surface.
It's pre-AD.
What's that?
It's pre-80.
When
Right?
did,
It's
when did Homer what right?
Wrote
right.
the Iliad.
Oh,
It's pre-AD.
It's BC. Yeah,
100%.
for sure.
Yeah.
But the reason that entire culture got popular, but this comes down to which religious faction was conquering the most at the time. It's not whether or not
The 8th and
individuals-
6th centuries BCE is
but
when it
it's
was
not whether or not what
yeah, I got the 7th or 8th.
what
Yeah.
culture was
BC.
doing it. It's which religious faction was controlling those population, and how do they spin the tale in
Yeah.
order to reinforce that?
I know a weirdly large amount about Greek mythology.
I love it. It's super
cool.
awesome. It's so cool.
It's
But
fascinating
The
to
concept
me.
of like Viking, like so you ever heard of Prince Medoc? Wait. Did you pull up that Ghost? Have you seen Ghosts in the Machine? But look up the video. It's a video. Can you go up to videos real quick? Just scroll up and go to video. Go to video. Yeah. So Ghosts in the Machine.
SZA?
No. Ghost in the Machine. War. Ghost in the Machine. War. It's that one right there. No. Up. Nope. Not that one. Go back. Oh God, that's fucking horrible. Don't do that one. Do that one right there. Click that one. Have you guys seen this? So hit pause for me real quick. Hit pause. Pause. Okay. So I had this introduced to me from the podcast Mentors for Mill. Right?
Stop.
Phenomenal.
Who wrote this?
I don't. Yeah. No. So this is fourth PSYOP group. Now this is the greatest recruiting video I've ever seen.
I'm just waiting for boots.
Is there a first,
Boots.
second, or third?
Boots.
There's 1, 2, and 3.
Dude,
we have
no.
7. We have 7 groups.
I gotta tell you, I watched this video. It's 3 minutes and 35 seconds long. They actually, the first time they saw it, they played it on air. Right? They have a podcast. They played the whole thing on their podcast, and I watched it after the podcast was. You have to watch this video, and I watched the video, and I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Well, fuck.
So-
play it.
They said all the quiet shit out loud.
So all of you fuckers on the show that have made fun of me for the fact that the SF and the PSYOP groups all get along,
No,
you know what? It would
Jazz,
be
we make fun of you because you flex at us like I was like, no, I wasn't soft. Like, go fuck yourself, man. You're soft adjacent. Dude. Don't try to act.
Soft is soft.
Okay, Tim Kennedy. We get it. Like, fuck, dude. That's what we made fun of you about. We didn't say your job wasn't badass.
came out of soft in like 07. It's not like it's
soft
been new.
adjacent.
it would be way cooler if it was like 4th PSYOP group and then like 11th PSYOP group, and then like 67th PSYOP group.
That would be
not
a
in
psyop.
order.
That'd
There's
be
only 7 of us.
No, yeah, cool. There's only 7, but make
you
up
should
the
have, like-
fucking
you should
number.
have, like-
Yeah. Like,
like,
don't do it in
one,
order.
I mean,
two,
because we
three,
can
four.
count.
I'm in 37
No, because
group.
it's PSYOP.
Count.
Why not play
the whole
one
thing's
more?
a psyop.
Yeah, why not
Add
play
a
one more
layer,
joke?
man.
I'm sorry, we can fucking
I thought that's what you guys did. Add layers.
PSYOP. Why are we making this easy for people to
I'm in the
guess?
67th
I
PSYOP
got a
group.
question.
Go fuck,
Hey,
there's that
it's
many?
for-
He's like,
it's
no.
For PSYOP, what are the others? 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, that's not
I mean,
fun.
you
should know
that's
this.
literally why SEAL Team 6
Do you
was
know
a
the
thing.
downline
Is
of
because
Fort Psyop, who
there
the
used to only be
answer to?
3 of them,
No.
and they were like, let's call
Should
it
go look
6
it
to
up.
fuck
Yeah,
with
I'll
it.
look it up.
That's what happened.
I will. I'll look it
Now
up.
there
You
is.
should go look up who Fort PSYOP group
I will.
actually answers to.
But can you play? Can you
What do I
play
have to
this
look
like?
up?
Are you
I
guys?
sent it to you.
Are you all
I
willing
sent
to
it to
watch
you.
like the first minute of this?
Yeah.
Are you guys willing to watch the first minute of this?
What-
we-
what-
That's
what-
who you
watch the first minute.
Fourth group.
Okay, let's watch.
Let's watch the first minute of this. Watch the first minute of this.
We call it POG.
We call it Pogue.
Yeah.
Kidding.
If your opponent is of
Choleric temper.
seek to irritate them, pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. Sun Tzu. It's the greatest thing. Watch this shit.
As the world watches and listens in horror, the peaceful
Have you ever wondered who pulls the strings?
comes to a violent and bloody end. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down.
I swear to God, if this is the Jews, I'm leaving.
No, I'm telling you, dude, this is awesome. It all plays.
It just at the end of the video,
Out
it's
loud.
just some
You're not allowed to
specialist
say that
standing
loud.
there.
Yeah, just an E4. Just an E4.
It's just Jazz like, hi.
He's got his man bun. He's in uniform with a beard.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
So just watch the play on the videography. The entire videography is played on manipulation. When you watch this
That's
and you don't
North
read the
Korea.
words, watch the videography, right? The videography in the story, it tells the story of manipulation. They're pulling the strings, they're moving chess pieces on a chessboard, and you'll see it happen multiple times. It's actually probably, it gives me goosebumps. One of the best
Hey,
recruiting
name
videos
tracker.
ever.
There's a name track in there.
Oh, there's Mazel Tov cocktail. The Jews are in there too.
Mazel tov.
I didn't know Manischewitz was flammable.
It's not. They just steal from the Germans.
Important phase of warfare. It has as its target not the body,
But the mind.
but the mind of the enemy. The target of psychological warfare is against the enemy's mind. It is words and ideas. Ammunition used by cyber.
The enemy of the target is not the mind, for physical wounds heal.
Yeah.
And then they stare at goats.
Its mission is to influence the thoughts of the enemy soldier, and at the same time
is expected and encouraged to study foreign languages and the social sciences such as history, economics, and sociology. He must have a broad and sympathetic understanding of all phases.
Hey, can you hit pause? Can you hit pause?
You know what I find absolutely fascinating about
Pause.
this, though?
I want you, like, what did you just see?
Is
I saw the
The Men
reason
Who
why
Stare at
Jazz
Goats
went to film
is a
school.
true story.
What's that? What's that?
The movie Men Who Stare at Goats is a true story
It is.
about PSYOP.
It is.
And that was the beginning of PSYOPs, right?
No.
No,
We
it
actually
wasn't-
were founded in 97.
It wasn't PSYOPs that was the beginning of. Minister
officially.
Ghosts was a true story about. No, it was a true story about CIA programs
That was CIA.
that were studying the ability to read minds or to
Okay,
go
so
into
that was that like part of
Men Who
MK
Stare at Goats
Ultra
was a true
type of shit?
story
or-
about.
before MK Ultra.
No, it's about all of you guys that think that fucking, oh, I'm gonna go get high and it's gonna tell me the truth. No, that's just shit we were doing in the 60s.
It was
fucking
before
fuck
MK
with
Ultra.
the enemy.
Now with that being
It's not
said,
gonna do anything for you.
what did you,
It's we know that. Now it has become, well, I'm gonna get a leather vest and it's gonna tell me who I am as a better person. No, it's not. It's not. I'm sorry, it's not.
the thing
It's all manipulation.
100%. And that's the thing
Sure.
I love the most about this is that when you watch this, we touch everything. We influence, we infiltrate, we make the messaging, we do. And the thing about psychological operations that people don't understand, and if we want to debate this, we can. But the thing about psychological operations people don't understand, and this is like true and legitimate. We use our own modus operandi against ourselves. We use our own MO, we use our own tactics, we use our own strategy against our own shit.
If you want to know why I don't trust the government now, it's because I did this
for the government.
for the government.
Should probably listen to him. I'm just saying.
No,
Boys,
that's-
it is 6:00,
See you, buddy.
which
Have
means
fun.
Daddy's
Good luck.
fucking turned into a pumpkin. I gotta leave.
You want to finish the video?
I gotta leave.
You gotta go.
Right? Like schedules keep, dog. Schedules keep. Guys, thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands of these three gentlemen to finish it off. But yeah, take care. Bye.
So yeah, let's finish this video. But
And
like
then
you were
finish.
saying, if you want to know why now I, as a civilian, as a prior psyoper,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
trust the government.
Well, add to it, like in the Special Operations Committee, specifically in the green, like U.S. Army Special Forces, PsyOps was one of our principal missions. And then on top of that, working at the Defense Intelligence Agency.
Okay, hold on.
Yep.
So the long tabber
Yep.
just said that psychological operations is part of what community?
Well, the U.S. Army Special Forces community.
I don't give a fuck. I've never
Thank
had a
you.
dog in this fight. I don't
The
give a shit.
Marine has always hated the fact that I said we were part of special operations.
But
Well,
now here,
I have never said I was special forces.
do you know who else is SOF? You know who else is part of SOF?
It's a bullshit list. It's a long.
No,
It's
there's a lot of them.
giant fucking list, but there's
I don't
only
give a
there's
fuck.
only a few that actually have a legitimate place.
see, here's the cool thing. I was
Who
infantry.
are you saying is a legitimate place?
I don't want to do that on this.
Oh, that's okay.
We'll piss everybody off.
So the fun part was I was infantry, so I can talk shit to everyone. Doesn't matter. So I don't care who's what and where and who and
If
they
I
fall
am
under what.
Yeah, that's right.
Have I ever said anything to you about PSYOP and SOF and any of that shit? I don't give a fuck.
You-
But now here's the thing.
You? No.
Here's the thing though, right? PSYOP was attached to us
Yeah.
in the initial invasion.
Yes,
Do you know
they were.
why? I'm not a pull trigger.
But
A what?
Can I?
A trigger puller?
Pull trigger.
A trigger puller?
Pull trigger.
5 years, never corrected them. But now here's the cool thing about PSYOP when they were attached to us, right? Just like anybody else that was ever attached to us.
Did any of my people ever ask you to be on the door stack?
No, it's not even that. It's I'm going to make friends with you.
Be on the door stack. I just want to tell you, you're not supporting your position right now with regards to being part of special operation.
So-
I'm a pull trigger. Be on the door stack. Wait, what happened?
Just kidding. The first mic got canceled. So
Okay,
I'm here.
cool.
I'm good.
So
Mikey, you're back.
But-
You need a drink.
I don't.
like anybody else that was attached to our unit, we became friends, whether they wanted to or not.
Yeah.
But we're spending time together.
Yeah, we're gonna
have to operate together.
we're gonna touch tips.
So we're gonna build rapport.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. Building rapport at PSYOP is very fun. Because everybody's playing a game.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%.
So are you playing into their game? Are they playing into your game?
Mhm.
Whose game's getting played the best? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all still a game.
But the long and the short
It
of it
is,
is it's all a game.
Yeah.
Right. So when it actually comes down to it, everybody's still on the same fucking side. So,
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So like our first firefight that we got into was probably the first time
Did all of our guys stay in the truck?
in GWAT. No. It was probably the first time in the entire global war on terrorism where the song Drowning Pool, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor got played. Was in our firefight.
You think so?
Almost guaranteed. It was within weeks.
Well, that was
not even. It was
that was-
within a week of
Oh,
being in the
03.
country.
03.
Of the
When
initial
did
invasion.
you get there?
When the war kicked off in
He was in the
March of 03.
initial push.
Yeah, but so in 03 when
So I was at February.
so when just be clear.
February 03.
when conventional forces got there.
Yeah. So
Because soft forces had been there since 01.
yeah, but did
Well,
was
in
PSYOP
Afghanistan.
playing music over a loudspeaker?
Iraq.
Oh, you're talking about
No.
Iraq?
He's
I'm talking about Iraq.
Right, different conversation.
Yeah.
Go on.
Iraq,
Yeah.
Iraq. So we weren't attached to 25th ID when they walked
So you're
in.
probably right. You actually are probably right.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
serious.
Yeah.
So
Like,
we weren't with 25th
no,
ID when they walked
You
in.
were the 101st, though.
We were with 101st.
You were.
So
You know who?
And
You know who?
it was-
we got
you know who
it was
Army?
03.
You know
We
who
got in a
Army
firefight.
PSYOPs was also with during the initial push. First Mardiv.
We got in a
We were.
firefight. We got in a firefight the first morning we were in Anajaf. We got dropped in the middle of the night. That first morning we walked in, we took the airfield, we breached the fucking fence, and we started pushing into the city. And 150 yards from the airfield, we get into a firefight.
Thanks, buddy.
We start fucking laying hate. PSYOP pulls up in their fucking Humvee with no guns.
With their
Do
loudspeakers.
they have their speakers?
They have no guns. And so
The bullet
I'm
magnet?
literally,
Yeah.
I'm direct.
Those speakers are more dangerous than guns sometimes, man.
I'm directing my gun team. One of the guys in our platoon got a Bronze Star of the V device for that. They essentially
What's his name? Tim Kennedy.
no. This is a legit Bronze Star of the V device. It got General Franks is the one who pinned him.
I'm sorry. I know we're not supposed to do that. Apologize.
No, we can do it.
Fuck that. I have
We're
one.
not
Fuck him.
sponsored. Say whatever the fuck
So-
you want to.
He was walking point for our platoon as we were going to take these buildings, and they took apart a dishka, put it on a third floor window, and angled it down on
Fuck
the trash
yeah, they
field,
did.
and tried to take us out with the fucking dishka.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean,
so
I respect the jam.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
100%.
in that firefight, we unloaded, I think, 6 Apaches. We had 2 Little Birds that went Winchester as well. Any AT4 we had in the platoon was gone, and we went through about half of our basic carries that we had.
Do you know what we got issued?
A loudspeaker.
An iPod.
And the best part about that loudspeaker, right?
One even
is
iPod Touch.
so-
Was the old fucking.
It was
No,
the old
the
circle
original
one.
iPod,
Yeah.
and it plugged into. So it was the only. So we had a device called the God Box.
Yeah.
That
The
God
big
Box,
fuck
when you
off
popped it
speaker.
open.
Yeah.
No. That's the
The
speaker
mix.
pack. So
It
that's
plugged
just
into the old
referred to
Charlie boxes.
as the pack.
Yeah.
So our Harris system, we had a secondary device called the God Box, and if you opened it up, every connection you could imagine was inside that God Box, including the Apple 30-pin connector, the old,
No shit.
The long flat one.
the
Yeah,
long,
no,
Yeah,
flat-
the old school iPod.
the old iPod connector.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
in our God Box, and we were the only ones that actually had that connection
Wow.
for the Harris system.
Wow.
So the Harris system, and the Harris system was the same thing where we could put a headset on. We could be like, all personnel in the area, all personnel in the area.
Yeah.
That shit where we could just talk
Yep.
into it. So our God Box that could, and it had,
See, I think that's
it
the
had
problem.
the 7-pin.
The
it had
problem,
all
the
that
problem
stuff.
with the misunderstanding of psyops is that people think psyops are dudes in trucks with loudspeakers, and they are.
There's so much.
And
more.
also,
Here's the
they're
thing, though.
not. There's
I don't
more to
want
that,
them
right?
to know
But no,
what
hold on,
psyops
hold on.
is.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
But
You know what I
That's-
mean?
that's why
Honestly,
this
I
so-
don't
That's
want
why this
them to
video
know.
is so creepy, dude. When
Yeah.
you watch this video, it creeps you the
Like,
fuck out.
the general public and the most people in the world, they don't need to fucking know what
Well,
psyops
actually,
does
That's
because
why we're effective.
it's called lethality.
But I, no, but I think
Why we're effective.
I think they do need to know because based on previous conversations with regards to how the politicization of modern society in the United States, the tribalization of modern society in the United States, and understanding what our operational capability looks like overseas, they're using our ops against us in the U.S. We see it firsthand. We watch it during the Black Lives Matter movement. We watch it during the rise of Marxism when they said the quiet things out loud. We watched it when dim representatives outright said the things that you're not supposed to say because they are in a position to be untouchable. We have to know what PSYOP's capability looks like because we have to know it when we see it.
I will tell you right now, and if there's a PSYOP listener to this show, if there's another 37 Fox out there that can prove me wrong, bring me a PSYOPer that trusts their government.
Well, please.
Oh, there's no fucking
Oh,
way, dude.
no.
They know
Well,
too much.
now-
They know too much.
If you were a psyoper in 2003 and on Najaf, Iraq, and you played Drowning Pools, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor over a fucking loudspeaker in the first firefight you've ever experienced in your life, please fucking reach out. I'd love to have a conversation.
I'm not sure which
Because these motherfuckers,
I was with in Fallujah.
we had a berm, right? And we had about
You find
400 yards between the berm and the building that was shooting at us.
Yeah.
And we had 3/4 of our platoon in front of that berm in the middle of fucking nothing getting
Yeah.
shot at.
No man's land.
And this PSYOP truck pulled around the berm, went in the middle of our formation, and started blasting this to the point where both sides stopped. Everybody.
It
It was
will stop
complete
every
fucking
bullet.
quiet trying to listen to what the fuck was being played over this.
But-
and then as soon as our side realized what fucking song it was, because Drowning Pool has a little bit of a lead up.
lay hate.
Yeah.
And it was
Especially a
a
machine
fucking
gunner.
wall of bullets
Okay.
that just hit the
So
fucking
now-
building after that.
Dude, you could
Drowning
actually hear
Drowning Pool.
boners.
So let's
that
just
day.
go all the way
Bodies hit the
down to 11 series, just base
Pull up bodies on the
model.
floor.
Just-
We can't.
You can't
Let's-
play it?
No, we'll get demonetized.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Let's just
copyright.
let's
Can I
just
play
bring
it from my
all the way
phone?
down
Nope.
to 11
Why not?
series, just
If it comes
base
through.
model
It's wedding is horse shit.
training. Right?
I said I didn't want the salmon.
Capitalism.
I said it
Let's-
3
I
times.
said it 4 times.
Jesus.
Let's talk about a combat multiplier.
Yep.
If I can play a piece of audio
Yeah.
that
No, it makes fucking perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
if
That's
I can
what-
play
yeah.
a piece of audio that stops all kinetic solution that's
100%.
going on right now,
You add layers
but
to
you
the battlefield.
realize
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on before the enemy does,
Yep.
and I open up 30 seconds
Yeah.
of kinetic solution before
Oh my
the
God.
opponent
Dude,
can.
advancement
So-
happens immediately.
What am
So-
I doing?
Oh, it's fucking
One of the key
Battlefield
factors.
dominance.
one of
I
the-
am a combat multiplier. I am not a combat solver. I am not the
You're
one
not-
that is
what did
actually.
you say? You're not a trigger puller?
a pull trigger.
Oh, I'm sorry, pull trigger.
It doesn't
You're not a
need
pull
to.
By
trigger.
the way, we call
Not
you
getting on the door stack.
we call you pull triggers.
You missed a lot, Mikey, where you're gone.
No. I stacked up with PSYOP guys.
Yeah, no, the best.
I've had PSYOP guys in my stack before. For sure.
No, it's not what they did or didn't do. It's the language use. He's like, we're part of special operations, but we're not a pull trigger, and we don't get on the door stack.
I've stacked up with my PSYOP guy before.
Look, can we do it? Do you do the only reason that we can? We have so much fucking money that
So now
you have one of these.
Hold on.
It's not just that.
You can do it.
Hold on.
We have so much-
You guys have so much money, but you didn't in 03.
No.
So these dudes
No,
that
they
rolled
didn't in
around in that Humvee,
Yeah.
No.
that wasn't an up armored Humvee.
No.
They literally and I'm giving credit where credit is due.
None of us. Had
These
the
dudes
yeah, fair. We
had
did
no
not have any.
idea
Zero.
what the fuck they were driving their Humvee into.
I was
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
on a sand,
but they knew they had to press play on their iPad.
Hey,
But-
hold on. Where's it? Do you have the videos?
iPads weren't invented. yet.
iPod.
We have so much money though that we end up in all of these classes that we have no business.
Hold on.
being.
There's only a minute left, dude.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm giving you
I know.
flowers, dog. There's only a minute left. Can we finish it?
And the walls of night close in.
We come in many forms.
Playing chess, dog.
As an integral part of combat, has now taken on new form.
You put a clown in there just to scare everybody.
There's actually multiple patches that have chess pieces as their regimental class.
I love that cartoon, by the way.
That ghost is one of the unit patches.
It's one of my favorite cartoons. Little
So
LAB.
the chess piece knight, a message in the stars.
Pamphlet.
Pamphlets. That's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to talk about.
But the rest of this is so critical.
Ghosts.
All the riots,
Ghosts in the machine.
all the riots, all the insurrection, all the misdirection.
This is what we do.
This is psychological operations has been a thing that's been a part of warfare for such a long time.
Forever.
We've just now made it official.
Well,
We've
here's
just
the
made it
thing.
official.
97.
Yeah.
Do you know why? Do you know why psychological operations has been a thing forever? Because it was effective.
100%.
Governments didn't fucking realize
Yes,
how
they did.
like
They
the
didn't
guy
know how to name us.
the guy on the battlefield, we knew that the like winning the psychological fight fucking wins fights.
Okay, where do
Right?
you guys think PSYOP started?
World War
Originally?
II.
Oh, no.
I think it was way before that.
No,
dude.
psychological
It is-
operations has been around.
Dude,
forever. Let me give you an
fucking-
example.
we
let's
did-
talk about
hold on.
Joshua marching around Jericho.
Yeah, I was
bro.
gonna say,
That
let's
was
talk
a
about-
psyop,
Can I
dude.
give you an
Let's
answer?
talk about the Mongols.
Hold on. Let me give you an
Biblical
answer.
times.
I talked about the fact that we study Alexander.
Let me give you an answer.
Yeah.
Let me give-
Biblical times.
Let me give you an answer. Religion.
No.
Yeah, biblical
Yes.
times.
No.
For sure.
No, absolutely not. Psychological operations started in the very beginning, the birth of human violence. I want you to think about this for a second. Tribe A versus Tribe B.
Yeah.
Tribe A has a fucking giant with a giant.
He's got an atom. He's got
and
an
that
atom.
dude shows up and he walks out on the field of battle against Tribe B, and Tribe B can't match his fucking stature. That is psychological.
When
operation.
was it weaponized to the
Until you have an
population?
Achilles that comes up and just goes "Bleh," and
Which is-
drops him like
which
that.
is psychological operation.
When religion came around.
That was religious,
it's
dude.
not-
That was religious.
So
it became
No,
it became,
Alexander wasn't religious.
Well, think
No,
about
no, no,
think about
no.
the Bible. Think about you're a God fearing guy.
Yeah.
All right. Think about Jericho.
Yeah.
All right. Marching around Jericho every day.
Or David.
Or
and Goliath.
well, David was.
But that's not religion.
Let's get real. David was lucky. All right. But
Fair enough. But
David
that-
got lucky.
But that's
But
not religious. That's psychology. That's not
It's-
religion.
that's part of psychological operations.
Religion is
though.
part of psychological
Like you could
operations when,
technically you could trace the heraldry back to fucking cavemen.
but that's my point. Psychological
Like-
operations started in the dawn of human history.
I would say the first documented thing though would be Jericho.
No,
Because
well,
that's what they did. They
Okay,
marched
no,
around
no,
their city.
No,
blowing
hold on,
horns.
hold on.
go
Hold
before
on.
that.
let's break it down to the simplest form of what it actually
Go to Samaria.
right.
Going back to my Catholic school days.
You're spreading information to get a group of people to believe something that may or may not be true.
But that's only one. That's scratching the surface.
But
of what's
that
happening.
it's the most
You're talking about
basic,
misinformation.
simple way to explain it.
No, it's not though. Like here's the thing.
Okay, so what's the most basic, simple way to explain it?
Okay, you are having
Not today's
Yeah, no.
today's
Yeah,
day and age.
basic, simple way. You're having a drink with another person.
Yeah.
Right. And there's another person that walks in who is far bigger than you, far angrier than you, and
Yep.
far more violent than you in their perception of
Yep.
self. You perceive that person to be those things.
Yeah.
You immediately back down.
Right.
That's psychological operations.
Okay. Now, when you do it to the masses,
But it doesn't change.
but
though.
it doesn't always have to be a physical thing.
No, but what we're talking about though is when did psychological operations start? That was the question that you asked.
It was 100%.
So if we think at the dawn of human existence, when tribe was fighting tribe,
Yeah.
psychological operations was numbers, psychological was weapons capability,
It was.
and size of fighters.
But that was also, you could
Violence of action wins
hold
fights.
on.
I'm not debating that.
You could also argue the fact that those things are basic tactics to have an advantage.
But it doesn't change that psychological operations are part of our tactical, our breadth of tactical capability.
Oh, 100%,
I get that,
dude.
right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so
it's an asset.
Yeah.
Let's,
But it's not the basis of religion.
Let's say you're trying to do something.
Religion enhanced our capabilities of
hold on.
psychological.
No.
I
Religion-
wasn't saying it was the basis of religion.
I would say that
I was saying that psychological operations against the masses started.
But define masses.
Okay, non-conflict operations. I'm not trying to physically manipulate what you're doing.
Okay, define masses. You haven't defined masses. Define masses.
A population, a civilization.
Okay, so
people.
Actually,
if that's the case, then we
guys,
go back to the dawn of human existence.
Jazz, back me up on this. You could technically, define religion as a psyop.
You could technically,
Technically,
I
from
would
an
like to-
objective point of
yeah,
view,
technically you could.
religion
If you want to know the
is
efficacy
a
of
psyop.
psyop, there is a table full of people arguing where psyop came from with a psyoper available, but are talking so much
Well,
they haven't asked where the psyop came from.
I was waiting until you
The
came
psyoper
back from the
sitting
pisser.
here.
You know what, Jazz? If you tell
Oh.
me that PSYOP started in 1997,
That's
we're
when-
going to have a debate
That's when the unit started.
because
I'm saying-
this is debate.
All I said was that the U.S. government's recognition of psyop started in 97.
he has.
So
to
where
say
do
that.
you believe it began?
He has
I
to say
think the
that.
definition of
John,
where
I want you to
I
listen. This is really
began
important.
is wherever your mind will tell me we took control.
And I think it's
Well, that's a really cute, like that's a really passive aggressive way to
Right
offer,
around 800.
offer a non-committal answer.
I would say right
Welcome to
around
science.
800 BS. Fucking. I would say right around 800 BC.
As soon as I can tell you that the sun will rise with this much eclipse, psyop started.
No,
Yeah.
it's before
Fuck
that.
yeah!
It's
That's what
before
I'm
that.
saying. Like an argument can be made
As soon
that
as I can-
religion
as-
is the original
No.
psyop.
No.
No.
Think about this for a second.
As soon as an individual figured out that the cognitive dissonance injection into a population can
going back
control
to-
it,
You do understand that cognitive dissonance, that the concept of the injection of cognitive dissonance is what we're dealing with as a societal standard right now.
and it is as old as every other
It's never
argument we've
changed,
ever
man.
had.
So here's
It's never
the-
changed.
Manipulation of that concept
Yeah.
is my entire job in the military.
So think about this. So when he asked the question, where did it start? And I say the dawn of human existence. The reason why I say that is this. If Mongo smashes 3 dudes in the face with a giant club,
Mhm.
and then that tribe goes back and tells their entire tribe that Mongo is a badass and you don't fuck with Mongo or Mongo's tribe. And then that rumor through trade spreads to other tribes, and everybody understands that you don't fuck with Mongo's tribe. That is psychological operations.
So you
Yes.
just proved me right.
Yes, it is.
That's my point. But I'm trying
Yes, it is.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to demonstrate to John that like he says it's not just physical. You're right, it's not just physical. Physical altercation also drives.
Mongo could have not even fucking existed.
Mongo
They could
may
have
not
just
have even
made
been
that
there,
up.
100%.
They could have made
And I will
Mongo
bring
up.
it back. I will bring it right back.
Everybody's
I will-
played telephone.
I will bring it right back to the banner we had hanging in our fucking barracks area. The physical damage doesn't matter because physical wounds heal.
Yeah.
So according to AI,
Can't put a
Oh,
band-aid
which
on
one?
your brain.
ChatGPT or Grok?
it's just on Google.
Okay,
Yeah,
Google
Put a
AI.
band-aid
Google
on
AI.
your psyche.
All right, here we go.
So according to AI,
Yeah.
psychological
shirt
operations was
that's a
first
brain
used during the
with a
American
Band-Aid on it.
Revolutionary War.
So a defined aspect of psychological operations was first used during the American.
Well, and so essentially, this is why I asked the question, right? Because
So
Is
what
there
was,
a right answer?
No.
Well, yeah, yes, there
Because
is.
according to the U.S. military, it was in 1997.
No, that was when they
No,
officially recognized.
what
That's
we
their
officially
official
recognized.
answer.
So, and the only reason that I say
This
1997,
is it proves my point.
Does
but
it?
here's why I'm saying
does.
Or does
97.
it disprove your point?
You know what's
That
funny? I
group,
think
though,
all four of us are
because
agreeing
no,
right
nobody
now,
knows when
but
it
we're just
actually
saying it from
started.
different points
The
of view,
reason
and we
that-
sound retarded.
The reason that 97 becomes a deal
Am I on this?
is that
Am I right on
the
that?
U.S. military founded the branch of psychological
Right.
operations. But we had psychological warfare before then.
Yeah, the Mongols, the Romans,
No,
the Vikings,
even in
the dawn of
US
human
Army,
existence.
we had
The
psychological warfare.
Philistines.
Yeah.
the
We
Sumerians.
changed its psychological operations
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it
Fucking-
was more
The
than
Egyptians.
just taking apart the mental capacity
Right.
of an enemy.
The Anunnaki.
That was psychological
Yes.
warfare. When we got wider than warfare and it became operations of, okay, don't take it apart, but steer it.
Mhm.
Let's push it in a particular direction.
Yeah,
Let's
it's narrative generation and
Well, you know
Exactly.
what it is? It's
So-
I would
Okay,
argue
so-
that the
so-
Here, let me ask you a better.
hold
question.
on.
Okay.
We're all gonna remember this.
This is
The
a
Purple
good-
Thumb campaign.
best debate ever.
okay, yeah,
The Purple Thumb campaign.
in Iraq,
We
Yeah,
all
oh, yeah.
remember that.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
January 31st, 2005.
Go ahead and look it up.
You know how I
Who
know?
le-
Because I
who
got
led-
I got wounded that day.
Who led the Purple Thumb campaign?
Who led it?
Who led it? Who was responsible for the Purple Thumb campaign?
On paper or in real life?
Sure.
On
either
paper, it was the new Iraqi government.
way. Who did
Yeah.
it?
I really
We
hope.
did
I really hope it was some E4 that was like, I'm gonna get every.
It was
Iraqi
probably
to
fucking.
make their right thumb purple.
It was probably Jazz. It was probably
So-
fucking Jazz.
PSYOP is responsible for the Purple
Jazz,
Thumb
what were you
campaign.
doing? What were you doing January 31st, 2005?
So PSYOP
What
was
were you? Answer
responsible.
the question, Jazz.
PSYOP was responsible for the Purple Thumb campaign.
Yeah, 100%. We were briefed on that. So I was doing security on
Now,
election day, and we were
here's-
briefed on that.
Yeah.
Here's why I bring that up.
So one, you
Is that-
collected thumbprints.
Is that warfare?
It's
your
intelligence.
words.
It's
Get onto
it's intelligence.
Get there.
It's
Is it
intelligence
warfare?
collection.
Get there.
It's not warfare,
It's intelligence collection.
but it is the manipulation of a target audience.
Yes.
Psychological operations, our through line is the truthful dissemination of information into a target audience to bring them more in line with the American initiative.
That's U.S. psychological operations,
That is U.S. PSYOP.
which is the exact same thing as every other common nation psychological.
All
operations
you have to do
capabilities.
is take that and replace to bring in line with insert country here.
Exactly.
So
Unless you're Mossad, those
Okay.
guys. Are
now the
fucking
reason
weird.
that it was changed from warfare to operations is that it doesn't always involve a kinetic solution. When we need a kinetic solution, we call the Marines
I was like, you call us. That's what happens.
or
Yeah.
we get a hold of our friends on the Hill and we go, hey,
By kinetic
We
solution,
think-
he means bullets. Kinetic is movement,
Movement.
energy, and movement.
Yeah, we like that.
That's
It's
what
fun.
Or-
Jazz is just being real tactful right now.
Yeah, well, he's being,
get a hold-
being a psyoper right now.
Or we
I'm going to
get-
use big words.
or we get a hold of our friends on the Hill
Yeah.
and we go, hey, we need this guy removed because we need to have a conversation. The knock and talk initiative
Yep.
that the triple,
Works
the long
very well.
tabbers were
Works so well.
very involved with.
Works so well.
It worked incredibly well. There was, and then we have the other side of our coin, which are the civil affairs guys.
Mm.
Good
Hey,
old CIA.
we know we killed all of this stuff, but we're going to bring in all of these veterinarians to
Yeah.
check on your herd.
Yeah.
We're going to bring in
Yeah,
these
so-
guys.
We're gonna build a school.
For the
We're going to
record-
build a school.
How many fucking schools
You,
did we
you
build?
know what's really interesting? For the,
So-
record, for the record, CA and PSYOPs were derivatives of the U.S. Army Special Forces.
Yes.
USAFIC, like, and this is not a knock, like USAFIC, our doctrine, it was an umbrella that covered a multitude of things. So kinetic operations,
You know what the,
psychological,
and you know what the
operations,
fucking
civil affair
hard
operation.
You know what the hard truth is, Adam? You guys are too big a knuckle draggers to do what he does.
Yeah.
No,
So they
no,
had
no,
to- so
no,
they
no,
had-
no, no,
no,
absolutely
no,
not.
no, no.
You
The
can't.
hard
You
truth-
can't put a pipe hitter
Yes,
in
you
that
can.
in that shoe.
You
the hard
absolutely
truth-
fucking
the
can.
hard
You need
truth-
somebody
best
who's
ones
fucking
are
got the
both.
GT.
No, the hard truth.
I will 100%
the hard
tell you
truth-
you're wrong.
The hard truth was
There was-
mission creep.
I know too many knuckle draggers.
So
No, so no.
here's the
Time
thing.
out.
My
The best ones were both.
So yeah.
For sure.
So here's the piece.
For sure.
The actual hard
I'm not
truth
saying
is
those
this.
guys don't exist.
The hard truth is this. There was so much mission creep. So in 97, when psychological warfare or Psy-War was originated, it wasn't to diminish the capability of special operations, specifically U.S. Army Special Forces. It was to enhance their capability because 90% of all actionable intelligence is generated by Green Berets in the battlefield. We knew this and it was proved during Afghanistan and Iraq. The critical piece is this. There was such a huge...
It's a weird flex, but whatever.
Fair. There was such a huge mission creep by Green Berets and Yusufik
Thank you
in
for
Afghanistan
understanding how funny
and
that
Iraq.
really was.
Oh no, it's hilarious. I just didn't laugh. I'm not going to give you that. I'm not going to give that to you.
No, but yes,
There's so much mission creep that happened during the war that our primary mission as subject matter experts in tactics and training tactics, which incorporates a multitude of different mission sets, shifted, and we turned into kinetic door kickers more than Green Berets. So we shifted into we became more along the lines of Ranger Regiment and less along the lines of gray space operators.
But you need to understand.
Yeah, I saw that happen.
It's true.
But you need to understand
And you guys were not happy
when
about
they
that.
were
No.
when they were asked to do it, the problem with it was non-clarity on the mission downline.
That's true.
So
That's fair.
when
For sure.
when the groups were asked to do that, what it was the idea of creating a fracture within the mental discipline of the target. So
Ooh, define
But-
that one because
but
that's a
we're-
really good way to
But
state it.
here's the
That's a good way to state it.
here's
You gotta
my
define
question though,
you
Jazz.
understand where I'm going?
Yeah.
Here's my question
Okay.
though, Jazz. Were you trying to fracture their mental
No.
capacity
No.
or
No.
the enemy?
So here's what happens.
Fuck them up.
When I can create a mental fracture. All right. So you're looking at this side of the table. Do you have my camera? We joked around. I'm sitting on phone books, right? And then you have radar.
real quick, just to give Adam, how big are you?
it depends on if I'm wearing
Big.
boots or not. I'm 6'3.5" or 6'4.5", depending on whether I'm cowboy boots. Right now,
So,
I'm about 295.
Here's the
So he's pushing
So-
300.
Yeah, I'm 6'1", 250, and
he makes
there's
you
not
feel
a lot
small.
of people that make
Yeah.
me feel
Yeah,
little.
yeah.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
So
I'm
Okay.
6'1", 220 and
so
6 foot 220.
to give an idea here.
Thank you.
I shrunk. I lost an inch.
That happens.
So
Dude, I
to
lost
give an
an inch.
idea, and I am not going to give away any sort of
Whatever.
mission
do your
parameters
thing.
within the timeline that we're talking about.
No OPSEC.
If he knocks on your door and tells you that you're going to have a fucking conversation, and you think you're talking to that, but then you talk to me, what happens in the mental fracture between that motherfucker and saying hello and I offer you chai?
Yeah.
That mental fracture between I need you to knock on the door, but I'm going to do the talk, that shift that happens, that's where
You're talking about mentally with the enemy.
Yeah.
with the enemy.
Yeah.
You're right. Right, right.
The individual we're
or
targeting.
the individual, not
Yeah,
necessarily
the individual
enemy,
we're targeting.
but the
So now
but
you
that
need
individual.
to look at the
Okay.
linear operational capacity in special operations.
Okay.
So the quote knuckle dragger,
Which is fair. That fair, 100%, all day long.
Smell our
that
own-
perspective-
And tattoos.
We smell our own, dude.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
I think I've got more than you do.
You're a knuckle dragger too, bitch.
Those are 6 months old. That's the difference. All right.
And they're all
Mine's worn off it twice.
Every one of those tattoos
They're
on
all
his hands,
nerd shit.
6 months old. All right.
so but if he knocks on your door, but then I'm the one offering you a chai,
Mm-hmm.
that mental fracture that happens between death is knocking, oh, but there's just somebody like me that wants to ask you questions. You know that death is still knocking unless you're willing to have a conversation.
Here's the thing: a real
On the
warrior
larger-
is more scared of you than him. A real warrior, a person who understands battlefield concepts, a leader,
On the battlefield.
a leader,
On the battlefield.
or not even just a warrior, but a leader
On the battlefield.
No.
understands.
Absolutely not.
But the critical piece is
No,
What you need to understand is
leader-
that you are talking about a warrior versus somebody that is manipulating warfare.
Okay, but if a
Oh,
giant comes to
good way to say it.
so if a giant comes to my door, and I'm playing devil, I'm not disagreeing with you in any form or fashion, but I'm playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Like if a giant comes to my door.
Yeah.
And it goes, hey, you got to talk to my guy. And it's like, this guy fucking clearly means business. I need to go talk to his guy.
Yeah.
And I show up and you're sitting there and you're like, you need to talk to me. I automatically assume, well, that's the guy in charge. This is the guy in charge. He's got a meathead, but that's the guy I need to talk to.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what the crazy
but
part?
that's what they're.
That's the perception, right? The crazy part is the scary part is this. So like, for example, I'm not the standard,
Oh, I know.
right? Like in general in the
Oh, I
special
know.
operations community, I'm not the standard.
I'm honestly kind of the standard
More than
special
you're kind of
operations
the- yeah,
community.
yeah, 100%,
It's-
100%.
Yeah. What really is creepy?
But
what I find-
oftentimes psyops would fucking send a fucking because it wouldn't just be one guy.
No, it would be
it's
like
a fucking
4 dudes or
it's a
10
squad of Marines
Yeah.
or a team of whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've knocked on the doors and delivered those guys to these guys.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you have too. And I'm sure you have too.
What I think,
you know,
the,
and
the
like,
inter- but I think the interesting
super
game is, and the biggest thing about,
but every time I've had to do that, and anytime anybody's ever had to do that, those individuals that we delivered
Yeah.
believed that was the
they're in
guy
charge.
calling
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shots. That's the shot caller.
And
this is the guy I need to suck his dick.
the thing for
You know
us,
what I mean? Like-
the thing for us, and especially in USAFIC, right? The United States Army Special Forces Command, the critical transition for us, I think, in Afghanistan and Iraq, was that the op load became so heavy
Yeah.
when it came to not just kinetic operations, but most people don't realize this. We didn't just kick down doors. We also ran assets. Like we had level 3s that were capable of running
For
assets.
sure.
Huge amount of intelligence capability.
Absolutely.
Huge amount of intelligence.
Here's the
collection.
problem:
And
is that our
then-
enemy was cavemen. Our enemy were cavemen.
No, they weren't.
They weren't.
They
In
were,
Afghanistan?
They were
But
not.
anyways,
they were not. So
We
here's
are
the-
an hour
here's
and
the
20
pro-
minutes
so-
into this, and
so-
I'm still moving to Morocco.
Oh, sweet! I'm going to Switzerland.
Switzerland.
going to
Adam
Switzerland.
and I are hanging out.
There you go.
I'll come visit you in Morocco.
Hold on.
I'm out. Hold on.
Hold
I'll
on.
do both.
No, I got you.
got
This
some
is
cold
it's
dogs?
what,
I chugged mine. Fuck it.
All right.
Cheers, boys.
From the bottle, bitches. Cheers, man. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, dude, you're a fucking legend.
All of
Radar.
Adam's links.
Fucking love you, buddy.
All of Adam's links to his website, his nonprofit, and his Instagram are going to be in the description.
And
below.
seriously,
Make sure you get his OnlyFans.
I can absolutely vouch for the fact that if you're going to give it to his nonprofit, it is going directly into work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He lives in a
100%.
double wide, so it's not. It's
Literally.
It's not.
Usually he tows it behind his truck.
And he's towing it behind his truck.
Surprised you didn't pull up with it, bro.
I'm serious. Like I've seen it. Last
I'm
time he
living,
tried
I'm
to
living a high life right now. I'm staying in a little cabin in Jellystone.
We've
Jellystone
talked about our
campground.
efforts and we know where it goes. Seriously, with the boys at Savage, we know where it goes. It's
Fucking
the only reason he's allowed on the show. We don't allow any of the fucking.
If you were a nonprofit for anybody else, would be like, go fuck.
Go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
No, if I knew you were making $400,000 a year or some shit doing this shit, we wouldn't fucking allow it.
No,
So
we're
No,
broke.
no,
we're
no,
broke
we're-
because of this.
We're
he's,
struggling.
He's
Yeah,
fucking.
we're
He's here
broken.
for it, and like I said, it is about. He understands it's not about you. It's about us, and that mentality is a different mentality. And the boys at Savage and Adam, who's leading the fucking charge over there, understands that it is. Mankind only moves forward when mankind looks out for itself, and this is a representation of that. We try to emulate it here. I've seen it in my fellow hosts. We have to be together. This has to be arm in arm to move forward. And when these catastrophes happen, if man doesn't care about man, put whatever the fuck pronoun you want the fuck on it. Human is human, and that's what the fuck we do here. He's from North Carolina. I joke around and say this is Texans doing Texan shit, and yet he's down here doing Texan shit.
Yeah.
So we fucking love you for it, buddy.
If there was ever going to be a person I would give honorary Texas status to, though, it'd probably be this fuck, man. He's here more than he is fucking in North Carolina.
It's true. And honestly, as somebody that's lived in North Carolina for a while, that is East Coast Texas. That shit is, that
all
shit
it
is
is.
wild.
I'll sum up this whole shit show in the most layman terms that I can figure out here. I fucking hate people.
Heard.
Can confirm.
But person,
But if somebody needs help, I will give them the shirt off my fucking back.
absolutely. And I
But
can
I
vouch.
fucking hate people.
Yeah.
I hate people.
You know what's fucked up? It's like the same people that I want to help probably piss me off on the road.
Yep.
Oh
I
my
guarantee-
god. Oh yeah.
Guarantee you,
I can-
Those are
shoot
those
that dude
fuckers
down.
who don't know how to four-way stop
I
works.
can confirm. I can confirm that 100%.
Guarantee you,
Everybody
shut the fuck
here-
up. And then tomorrow I'm gonna give.
Everybody
that's right.
here
Yeah,
hates
that's right.
people.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to a person,
In general terms.
Yeah. Big, people, big P.
if we understand that there's a bigger effort, it can happen.
Yeah.
Everybody at this table, even the ones not at this table, the ones that are usual suspects, our peanut gallery and stuff like that, the ones that have reached out from out of state that can't make any of the efforts and stuff that we're doing, you're the ones that we're talking about. You understand this world is bigger than us.
Yeah.
And that's what we're fucking here for. So go follow the boys at Savage. Help out if you can.
Savage Freedoms, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
We have this show will come out too late. August 1 ends my fundraiser, but for the Patreon to get it early,
and my
you
show,
get to go fucking buy beers over there. We're giving all that over.
So
Links are in the description.
now, because this show goes out after everything ends, I want to give a big, huge fucking thank you for everybody that supported Warfighter, everyone that supported Battle Punk
Absolutely.
Games, and
Everybody
everyone
who-
that supported Mike.
everybody who bought the
Sure.
fucking show tickets to the show. Fuck yeah, dude. You
Because-
guys are the real ones, man.
that
Put your fucking money where your mouth
that
is.
Yeah,
movement allows us to be able to facilitate everything that we have going.
And we are talking
Absolutely.
about
In
we're
all
talking about
capacities.
thousands of dollars now to where you guys have, and I'll fucking say it again, here or not, this is Texans doing Texan shit.
Yep.
Y'all all get the pass. It's been absolutely phenomenal.
This is Freedom Friends doing Freedom Friends shit.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
right. That's
this
exactly
is what it comes down to is what's the first one?
Smoke on.
drink on.
And God damn it, what all of y'all have been doing.
You fucking fucks.
Freedom the fuck on.
Fucking
I'd love to see more of it.